My name is Cecilia Shaheen. I'm 16 and I've been playing boxing for 2 years. I was like, okay, maybe this is my sport. Maybe this is what I should do. Maybe this is my career.
And this is not easy sport. Boxing is not easy.
In ISF competition, everyone saw I was so stressed out.
For sure, she will be out from the first round.
So, look, boxing's an emotional sport, and the boxers, all of the boxers experienced this emotional roller coaster.
I'd watch boxing fights on the TV. I started looking for sports to find and to play. And then I looked at boxing. I didn't think I'd actually do it. I thought maybe I'd try it out.
Of course, she get the sport in our family like boxing, taekwondo, karate. She get that one, I think, the boxing from her, my father-in-law.
I have always supported Cecilia emotionally to do what she likes, what she loves. And the first thing she was interested in is boxing.
I was like, okay, maybe this is my sport. Maybe this is what I should do. Maybe this is my career.
She was so excited. It's something different, something tough for her.
At the start, it was really hard convincing them.
When she said that, I was not afraid. I was so happy. But in the end, I was so tough.
Every member in my family has played their own sport, and it's really nice to watch, and it inspired me to pick my own sport and follow it.
I cannot say I was super happy, but I was super worried because it's something difficult, I know. And we saw bad injuries, and we always, as a mother or a dad, we always put bad expectations. So I was a bit worried, more than happy.
Until they saw how hard I really wanted to try it out.
And this is not easy sport. Boxing is not easy.
My grandpa would help me with my techniques and how I'd play. And it's also really encouraging because I want to make him proud. And also my dad, it's pushing me forwards.
She was focused in the arts in the beginning. But I think she see the life of a sport more interesting. And she built more friends from that life. Sport is always like a team. Even the boxing is one person, but behind it, there is a lot of team and challenge. And when you see there is a coach, there is the assist coach, there is the trainer, there is the parents, there is the school teacher and all the school student. When you be one person, they put all the hope in you. So when you go to the match, all of them on your shoulder.
I'm at the gym and I see that there's a woman coach and I talked to her. And then I looked around and I saw the ring and it looked so cool. And then I saw girls my age playing and I was like, okay, why can't I do that? So the next day I came back, I got my boxing gloves, and next thing I know, ever since I haven't stopped. I was training at first for the women's classes, and then I went to him and I was like, I want to take this seriously because I feel like I can do more than this. And he was like, okay, come later to the evening classes and then we'll see what you can do. And then he started taking me seriously since then.
In the beginning of each year, we have pre-test. So I found out that we will have, in this year, in this academic year, in this current year, we have 2 girls in high school playing box.
We had a PE lesson and I went. And the teacher was saying how there's these Olympic Games and whatever. And I was like, at first, I wanted to go to compete in volleyball in it. I knew no way they'd put boxing as an option to compete for girls.
When I was analyzing the all survey that's all my BE team collected from the students, when I found Cecilia, I went to her class myself because I want to ensure, because I know Cecilia's face. I couldn't recognize that she can compete in boxing?
So to try out my luck, I just looked at the list of the sports and I saw boxing and I was like, what? And I told the teacher, okay, I want to put my name in that right now.
You can expect she's playing swimming, paddle, running, but boxing.
He was like, actually, like you want to? And I was like, yeah, put me right now.
When I received the invitation from Bahrain Olympics Committee and I saw there is boxing for the both boys and girls, I said, wow, that's it. Then I went back to Cecilia. I told her, that is your chance.
My classmates were like, oh, like you? And I was like, yeah, like why not? And then the teachers also were shocked when they found out that I will participate in the boxing competitions. And then she calls me and she's like, okay, you have a competition in like 1 week. At first it didn't feel real, so I started going out on runs and I started watching my diet more, and I started going like performing harder in training.
I saw big way of changing, even in her fitness and her body, how she developed herself in a short time to achieve something she really likes.
I think she start see it like this is serious games. It's not for jokes. It was, I think, October, something like end of October. It was the first match.
For me, it was the first time I see her in the ring.
I remember Coach Tony was sitting down at the table, and I remember looking at him and I was telling my mom, I was like, Mom, you see that coach over there?
She said, Mom, he's Tony Davis, he's a big coach, he's the national team coach. And I'm so impressed with his achievement. For her, he was a role model.
When I saw him, I was so excited. I was like, oh my God, I have to show that I can do it.
So I was attending one of the events there just to make sure that we were putting on the event, but I just needed to make sure that everything was, going according to plan. And I used it as a scouting.
The going to the ring, like the walking with the coach to the ring, it was the most stressful part ever, because everyone's just looking at you and you're like, you don't know what you're gonna do in the ring.
It was all the school like they have to play, so the choice the player for the ISF. She find how much it's gonna be serious.
But as soon as you step in, everything just disappears. You're just like, okay, I'm gonna do this. It's time to lock in and actually like perform.
But in that day, I was so proud, Mom, because I saw she really into that game and she can do something.
Now when she went to that match, I can see how much like she's like stressed. Just relax, breathe, take your time, focus in your match.
I remember looking at my opponent and I'm like, okay, whatever happens, happens.
So everyone doesn't believe that for sure she will be out from the first round.
My classmates were like, oh, like you? But as soon as I got in, I didn't think of anything else. I didn't even like look at anyone. I was just looking at my opponent. The sport is really unpredictable. You don't know what you're gonna do. Especially because like in other sports, everything is like planned out. You know what you're gonna do. But in the ring, you don't know what your opponent's gonna throw at you, and you don't know how you're gonna counter it. So it was whatever happens, happens moment.
And she have done very well in her 3 rounds, and she won the first medal as a first fight ever. And she have a gold medal in that day.
I was happy, but I was also worried about my opponent. The first thing I did was look at my parents, and I was like, yes, I got it. That moment was really nice, because it's just nice seeing your parents looking at you and they're like, wow, they look proud look on their face. And I was like, yeah, okay.
So when he approached us and he asked us to our permission for Cecilia.
There, when she boxed, as soon as she won the bout, as soon as she got out, I went up to speak to her parents to say that would she be interested in representing Bahrain.
That time, one guy he came and run to us. It was named Tony from UK, Bahraini team coach. He come to us and he say, I want Cecilia for ISF. And I say, of course.
Straight away when you have a look at boxers, you can tell a little bit how they've got the basics. And what stood out to me was her straight shots and her technique. So I thought that could be moulded. She was like a bit of a rough diamond that just need polishing, really.
I saw that he was the one watching us play our boxing matches, and I was like, I have to give it my best. I have to impress him. But I did not expect him to come up to me.
We were so happy. We were not worried. We felt so confident in Coach Tony. And he said she will achieve something. I grant she will have a medal in that championship.
When she came back to the school, all her classmates, they didn't believe what Cecilia did. She inspiring, for sure, all her classmates, her friends from different class, from different departments.
The more they found out like about my medal, they got more supportive and they asked me more about the sport.
So, you know, look, boxing's an emotional sport, you know, and the boxers, all of the boxers experienced this emotional roller coaster.
Before the ASAP match, in the one day before, she gets so stressed because you know it's an international match. It's not easy, and everybody watch it. So she was so stressed, and until she tell me like my heart was almost stop.
Get into the ring with someone from another country that I don't know, I never met, I never saw, and I don't know what they're capable of.
And you know, international match is not like it's not easy part.
Whether it's the pressure of getting into that ring where you're going to, you know, exchange leather, the gloves. You know, this in table tennis, which I tell people, you're getting punched and you are punching.
In ISF competition, everyone saw I was so stressed out.
I remember just sitting down the whole day and stressing, and I went to Coach Tony, and he was telling me, oh, like, are you sure you want to do this? Because you look really stressed. And I was like, no, I'm sure. I don't want to back down now. It's too late.
Even the coach, he informed us that I was want to ball her out.
What you're feeling before you go in the ring, you know, you go through a number of emotions. And, you know, as an ex-boxer myself, I've been there. So I can give this sort of, I understand what a boxer's gone through. So I can share my thoughts and understand. So, and, you know, every boxer went through these different type of emotions, and Cecilia being one of them. And what it is you're trying to, you know, take that stress away, because they come with their own additional stresses of not just getting in the ring, but performing under the family, you know, having friends, you having peer pressure, you know, you're having pressure from maybe the parents indirectly, potentially, you know, the school, potentially, you know, many different pressures that the boxers face.
Especially wasting a moment like this, I couldn't let it down. So I kept pushing myself to get into the ring.
She was like, I can do it.
I prayed for her a lot that day, a lot.
You have nothing to lose and everything to gain. You know, the fact that she was just going in, and she was going in against an experienced boxer, you know, very experienced nation. So the most important people in this process is actually the boxers.
This was probably one of the hardest moments in my life.
It was not easy in the first match. It was very hard, and you can see that it was like she tried to do her best.
I went through those emotions as well, you know, so that's why I can show that empathy to the boxers, because I've been through it myself. I understand what it's like to make weight. I understand the nerves, the adrenaline.
All of us, we were not ensure that she will achieve one of the 3 first places.
It was an amazing experience. I was so proud.
It was an amazing feeling, especially like finally that hard time she spent going to the gym, walking, because she go walking in the in the summer especially. So now she get the result.
When she obviously secured the bronze medal, that was like, I think, and I tried to enforce this to her, that all the pressure's off. You have everything to gain, you know? Now you're going to enjoy this process.
I never expected to train by representing only a gym to representing the whole country.
I can see how proud she was. She was really proud. She had a lot of self-confidence.
It was unbelievable. And after she participated, represent Bahrain, and she achieved the 3rd place globally, that is a huge achievement. All of us so proud of her.
Like, I walked into the house and I was preparing myself to eat. Like, I just got changed and everything. And I sat down at the table, and my mom came looking, she's like, guess who called me today? And I was like, who called you? Like, okay. And she was like, the ministry. And I was like, the ministry? What do they want from me? She told me that I was meeting His Majesty, King Hamad. And I thought she was joking at first.
Actually, when we received the call, it was a big surprise.
When she showed me the call and she showed me that I'm actually going, my mind was blown. And I remember calling my friends from the boxing team, and they were also so excited and they couldn't believe it themselves.
And I felt at the same moment, wow, how happy she is.
I remember me and my teammates were going in and we were fascinated by how everything looked. Everything was so nice and it was glamorous, like genuinely. And then they sat us down by our names. And as soon as I saw His Majesty walk in, it was like, is this real? I was like, is this real? Like, I remember it was genuinely a dream come true, because if you bring 2 years ago me and tell her that, oh, you're gonna go and you're gonna meet His Majesty, you're gonna represent Bahrain, she wouldn't believe you. Like, she would not. She would pass out.
Because of Cecilia, we changed our vision.
I remember he looked at us and he told us that he fully supports us and he wishes to see us in the Olympics. And that itself, it gave me the motivation to train harder, because I want to prove to this country that I can do it, because it has done so much for me.
This whole experience will stay with these kids for life.
All of them, the whole school was in shock, especially the BE team, the school management. We prepared like a small party. We invited Cecilia, we invited her parents. It was a very nice cake, it was a very nice comment that we are all proud of you, Cecilia. Not only Mr. Mahmoud, not only the BE department, the whole Price International School, proud of you and proud of your achievements.
She focused in the gym more in study in the beginning, but then she realized that she cannot focus in one line.
At first it was easy because I didn't take it seriously. I could easily like study and do boxing.
Sometimes as a mom, I need to advise her, please be aware you have school also, because in that short time she have many championships and many training sessions, and to be away from school sometimes for 1 week, maybe sometimes for 10 days, and she need to come back home and focus again and follow up for what she missed already at school.
In this scenario, we supposed as a head of the BEI supposed to send an email to all Cecilia teachers with her matches schedule, requesting them to reschedule any assignment. They was fully supporting her.
Teachers were really nice to me, because I'd go to them and I'd be like, I'm sorry, I couldn't do this assignment because I was in this competition or I was doing this. So they'd be like, no, it's fine, we know. And they'd like postpone the due date for me.
As I always say to the boxers, is that their education is very important. So that's why we factored in the time, there after school, give them enough time to get home and, have some food, and then come to training thereafter.
I love Muhammad Ali. Look, he's on here. To me, he's unstoppable. Like, to me, he's a very good boxer, and he's actually like a beast, like genuinely. Watching his fights, he goes in with like kill or be killed mentality, and that's also my mentality.
I will say do what you love, what you like, and work for it. What you achieve is for you, and it always will make you big. Whatever your achievement is, she's big in our heart and she's big in our family. Love you.
If everything goes right, I wanna have my career as a boxer. I wanna go pro. I want to represent Bahrain, and I wanna go and I wanna compete internationally. I wanna train internationally. I want to have the boxer lifestyle for myself.
Focus and attitude. That's the most important thing, because it's worth it. And this is gonna skill your personality for good things and good life, and bring all the good people to your side.
I would like to thank them so much for what I have today, because without them I wouldn't have been here. They supported me this whole time, especially my family, my grandpa, my grandma. She has been by my side since the start. She's the one bringing me stuff and helping me and messaging me, make sure I'm okay. I'd like to thank my younger self for staying in the sport and not even doubting myself once. I'd like to thank her for where I am today, because without the courage and the confidence she had, I wouldn't be here right now. If they are thinking to do any sport, to just go for it, because if you know the sport is right for you, if you're interested in the sport, you should just go and do it and put your all in it, because I promise you, it's gonna pay off. Your hard work will pay off, you're gonna see it, and everyone's gonna be proud of you.
You wish that you could have a gym full of Cecilia's, because how she's so open and committed to train. You know, because everyone's different, and that's why we treat people a little bit differently.
I'm so very, very grateful and thankful for the day that I met him, because without him, especially without him, I wouldn't have competed in the ISF, I wouldn't have had opportunities like this. He's the one who pushed me forward and saw something in me and decided to help me. I want to give this message to the people that are watching this. Whatever goal you have set, don't postpone it for tomorrow. Just go and do it now, and believe in yourself and not what other people say. And if you have the right mindset, I'm sure you can do it.